About a month before Amie Harwick's death in February 2020, she crossed paths with her ex-boyfriend and stalker, Gareth Pursehouse, at this award show in LA. It was a chance encounter. Pursehouse working the gig as a photographer, Amie smiling for the cameras, enjoying the limelight. But moments earlier, off camera, witnesses say an angry Pursehouse confronted her. Amie's mother, Penny, recalls her daughter telling her she hadn't seen him in almost a decade.
He called her and he told her she ruined his life, and she just told me how afraid she was because he was crying and causing a huge scene, and she said, "Mom, I went into therapist mode. I just tried to calm him."
After talking to Gareth for almost an hour, Amie left the event very worried.
What was your reaction, Penny, when she was telling you this?
That's when we talked about security, and she said she was going to get pepper spray.
We decided to start sharing locations so I could track where she was.
Her close friend Robert Koshland says sharing her phone's location was one of the few things Amie felt she could do to feel safe. A restraining order Amie once had against Pursehouse had long expired, and because Pursehouse hadn't expressly threatened her, Robert says she didn't think going to the police would help. Still, he says, Amie was very concerned.
That's when she said, "Look, if something happens to me, he did it."
She actually said
She
that.
she literally said that.
She's thinking that he can cause me harm, and the very next day, he finds her phone on the internet and starts texting her.
Gareth sent Amie a series of texts, and later left her a tear-filled voicemail.
"I have so much I need to say. Please give me a chance to just say it. Please. Please."
That's when prosecutors say Amie decided to block his number.
I believe up until that point, he was trying to manipulate his way back into her life at the point that she made the decision to block him. That was her choice, and she had that right to do that.
Prosecutors say Pursehouse started planning to kill Amie on Valentine's Day.
Was that just a random date?
Absolutely not. I think he wanted to make a statement by killing her on Valentine's Day.
On February 14th, 2020, Amie went out with a group of friends around 7 p.m. 2 hours later, prosecutors say, surveillance cameras from her next-door neighbor's property were activated.
You get those Ring cameras that show a person that looks just like Gareth Pursehouse with gloves.
When he first comes into view, he covers the camera. And when the camera senses no more motion, it shuts off. And then he hops over the fence.
He was then in Amie's yard. Soon after, around 9 p.m., they believe Pursehouse broke through a French door of Amie's home.
And I think he just got into the house, cut himself. I don't think he even realized he cut himself.
Police later found blood nearby. DNA testing would confirm it belonged to Pursehouse. And Detective Masterson says where Pursehouse went next was revealed by Amie's unmade bed.
I think he climbed in her bed. He was there waiting for her for quite a while.
How creepy is that?
Crazy creepy.